The next topic is data collection. It is the second major step in the research process. In the preceding step of topic selection and formulation, we ended up with a research project. Now, as per research project, we have to proceed and collect data about the topic we have selected. In social research, data collection mostly includes data from secondary sources and the data from the primary sources. Data from secondary sources refers to the existing resources or the literature, which includes books, articles, reports, news reports, both available offline and online. For the primary data or fresh data, we apply field survey where both qualitative and quantitative data is collected. Both are literature survey and field survey. We must have some idea about the survey. Survey is a technique to access population through a representative sample. For primary data, we can use questionnaire, interview, or personal observations, and personal observations refer to the use of 5 senses for data collection. Interview and observations are methods to collect qualitative data, while questionnaire is the technique which is very much advanced and highly structured. It is used for the collection of quantitative data. Now, from secondary sources or existing sources of the literature, what we collect in the form of loads or cards. Every researcher has to bring together facts and figures from the literature review about definition of the variables and attributes, importance of variables and attributes, interrelationships of variables, existing theories about the variables and interrelationships, standard dimensions of the variables that will be used in the questionnaire in the form of questions. And finally, the researcher has to collect some statistical results from the existing literature that are similar to the topic selected. Now, the questionnaire is the structured set of questions with categories and scales to answer, while interview is the recording answers from respondents to open questions. So data collection includes both qualitative data, quantitative data. Multiple techniques are available to collect the data from multiple sources. Likewise, to close my discussion, I will point to something important while collecting data, that social researcher is supposed to apply triangulation. Triangulation refers to 3 dimensions. Triangulation actually is the phenomena, is a kind of thinking, is a kind of mind map which keeps the researcher ready to collect the relevant data from any possible source. Triangulation means that you have to look around, and wherever you find or you are directed to look for your relevant information, facts and figures, then you have to go there. In our previous video on data collection, we discussed 2 themes: literature review and the field survey. In this video, we shall talk about the literature review. Literature review can be characterized as the backbone of social research. By backbone, we mean the same thing what the backbone means, because backbone refers to something onto which the whole edifice, the whole system, the whole operation is based or anchored. Literature survey is the backbone in the sense that all in social research happens because of the literature. But backbone also means that literature provides us variables, attributes of variables, relationship between variables, and theories behind variables and their interrelationships. Second, literature survey or review is also something which provides a platform to the researcher to conduct his or her study. Platform refers to that social research is undertaken on the platform of literature. Second, platform also refers to the fact that a platform onto which happens the topic selection, the topic formulation, main study, documentation, and particularly authentication of the research findings. And the third attribute of literature review is that it offers this bundle of guidelines to the researcher, particularly philosophical guidelines, theoretical guidelines, and physical guidelines. Philosophical guidelines means that every researcher has to take a position of philosophy of a research, and then he or she selects the research methodology as per that particular philosophy. So all philosophies used as underpinnings of every research effort are discussed at length in the literature. Further, theoretical insights. Theoretical insights refer to that literature tells us about the theory, its role in the research, how existing connections between variables can be used as hypotheses, and to test them in a setting, a particular organization or community of our interest, and thereby address our own issues and problems. And finally, the physical guidelines or physical pathways provided by the literature include that literature educates us about diversity of tools and techniques, methods and procedures, research design, operational plans, how to be a professional researcher, and so on. So, the literature survey is the activity which begins before the topic selection and ends with the completion of the research. The topic for today is field survey. In our previous videos on data collection, we discussed that there are two methods which are commonly used by the social researchers in data collection. First of all, the literature review, and the second is field survey. The difference between literature review and field survey is that in literature review, we collect secondary data, the data that already exists in the libraries and in the databases. But in field survey, we go for primary or first-hand facts and figures from the stakeholders of this study. It means that every social researcher actually works on a population or community wherefrom the sample is selected and the findings will be applied on that particular population. So field study is also a big part of social research, and it plays different roles in the social research. For example, it helps at the time of topic formulation. As we have already discussed that when we are selecting the topic and formulating the topic, then we base most of our efforts on literature review. But if we find that the existing literature is not enough to help the researcher in completing the research project, then a pilot study is conducted or mini field study is conducted. So at the formulation level, field study helps the researcher to verify the variables, their interrelationships, and the questionnaire that we have developed from the existing research. If the stakeholders have difference of opinion, then we have to accommodate that opinion and update the project as per expectations of the stakeholders. The second role field study or field survey plays is that it enables the researcher to test the theoretical framework that was developed from the literature, and maybe with the help of pilot study, it is tested in terms of the computations on the variables and computation on their interrelationships. Third role of field survey is that it is the main main method for the social researcher to test the hypothesis developed from the literature. And finally, field survey is also helpful and plays a big role and supporting role at the philosophical level. But for the time being, I would say that in social research we use positivism, which says that knowledge is what can be verified. So the field survey helps in the verification of the variables, their interrelationships, and the theory we developed out of the literature. Now, let's start the techniques or the processes which are used in the field survey. Interview, observation and questionnaire. Interview and observation are mostly used for qualitative data collection, while questionnaire is the commonly and widely used tool for numerical data collection. Interview is more dependent on the professionalism, technical skills, communication skills of the researcher, and the interview guide is simply a list of variables and their relationships or any other thing which a researcher considers important to be discussed with the respondent. So the professionalism or the effort which is more critical with reference to interview is the interviewer, the qualification, the expertise and the command of the researcher or interviewer. While in questionnaire, the development of questionnaire is more technical, more professional and demands more command of the developer than its implementation. While in interview, the implementation is more important and more demanding than developing an interview guide. The second is observation. Observation means use of 5 senses by the researcher to collect factual figures. We can call it something like it is the process of data collection beyond the questions and answers, like recording and reporting of impressions of respondents during, say, interview. For example, observation can be used when a researcher is interviewing and collecting data in the language of the respondents, but the researcher can also record the impressions of the respondent at the time of replying the research questions. For example, the researcher can record the fact that the respondents were getting angry on some questions, or they were getting emotional on question 5 and question 3. So observation is also a qualitative data collection method used in the field survey by the researcher by observing and collecting that data which is not coming in the questionnaire. And the last one is questionnaire. Questionnaire is the most commonly used and most advanced tool for data collection. It is developed with the help of existing research, books, research papers, indexes on the variables, and the standard questionnaires which have been developed by the experts. They are also available in the literature. So with the help of those resources, questionnaire is developed. Most of the questionnaires in social research consist of the following parts. On the top is the topic, and then we put a request to the respondent to help in filling the questionnaire. Then we record the demographic attributes of the respondent, and after that this section is about the research question. We shall talk about the scales and levels of measurement in our next video, but at the moment you can simply understand that a questionnaire is made of 2 parts. One part is the data about the respondents' demographics, and the other is the part where questions about the research topic are placed.